Good evening. Due to the recent executive order NW13 issued this week by Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf, we've been forced again to forego our annual meeting previously scheduled for this evening with a larger group of people. Since this is the second delay of our annual meeting due to COVID-19, we have decided to move the venue and hold the annual meeting at the main office today, where a number of our credit union members are also employees and work here. We are also social distancing, and we're limiting our number of attendees to our quorum requirements. As chairman of the board of directors, I would like to officially call the 65th annual meeting of United Texas Credit Union to order. According to the credit union's bylaws, at least 15 members must be present to constitute a quorum in order for us to conduct official business. We have met that, and I would like to officially call this meeting to order. Each of you should have received a copy of the 2019 annual report when you arrived. Mr. Ashley will review the President CEO report and financial reports during his portion of the meeting a little later. The last 2 pages of your annual report contain the minutes from last year's annual meeting, and I hope you've taken the opportunity to read the minutes. It is the prerogative of the attendees to either read the minutes or to vote to waive the reading of the minutes and accept the minutes as written. May I have a motion from the floor as to your desire whether to read or
So moved.
accept as written? Accept as written? Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All right, we have a motion to waive the reading and accept the minutes as written. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the motion carries. The Supervisory Committee Chairman, Clark Crutchfield, has provided the Supervisory Committee report with the annual report. It is located on page 10 of the annual report. The Supervisory Committee helps ensure the financial safety and soundness of the credit union. This is Clark's 4th year to chair this committee. The other committee members are Richard Adams and Jody Welchens. As you can see from the report, the United Texas is in sound financial condition. Proper policies and procedures are in place to maintain the integrity of our members' accounts. The board is very proud of the continued progress we're making to build a strong and safe financial institution for our members. May I have a motion to approve the Supervisory Committee report?
So moved.
There's a motion. Do I have a second? Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Before we move to new business, I would like to acknowledge the current board of directors: Rick Tobias, Vice Chair; Jim Wheeler, Treasurer; Richard Baggs, Secretary; Clark Crutchfield, Supervisory Committee Chairman; John Reese, Member at Large; and Don Mann, Member at Large; and I, again, Bill Gregory, Board Chair. There is no unfinished business, and the only new business is the placement of the Board of Directors for 2020. In December of 2019, I appointed a nominating committee to nominate at least one member for each vacancy or expiring term. The nominating committee has submitted the names of 3 individuals to serve 3-year terms on the Board of Directors, beginning at the conclusion of tonight's meeting. Each member nominated has been properly vetted and has agreed to place their names before the membership. Each has also agreed to perform the duties of the Board of Directors. No other members have expressed interest in serving on the Board of Directors within the required timeframes. May I have a motion from the floor to accept Rosario Ramirez, James Wheeler, Don Mann by vote of acclamation to serve on the Board of Directors?
So moved.
Motion. Do I have a second? Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I'll now turn this meeting over to Kyle Ashley, our CEO. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. First, I truly appreciate everybody's attendance tonight. The very few that are here, but also
also those that are attending remotely. This is a very odd time, I think, in everybody's life. And so hopefully we'll get through 2020 and next year we'll get back to normal. We can get back to a nice annual meeting where everybody can congregate and have a good time. So with that being said, I was going to briefly go over some of the financial things that happened in the thing. Due to the current restrictions related to COVID-19, actually the meeting is going to be somewhat succinct tonight, and so we'll just be focused on the business at hand. Financial success contributes to a higher quality of life for you, your family, the fellow members in our community, and that's what drives us to provide exceptional financial products and services. We're honored to have chosen to do business with the credit union and the organization which partners with you to improve your financial well-being. The credit union's financial performance was once again exceptional in 2019. Assets grew by $11 million from $239 million to $250 million. This equates to a growth rate of about 4.7%. Asset growth is driven by increases in our share base, which is comprised of member deposits. For this reason, management strives to always be competitive in the local market and to achieve balanced growth. In 2019, total member shares increased by over 8.5 million to 224 million. Every sector of the credit union share base exhibited growth. So growth in shares coupled with strong profitability allows the institution to grow in a balanced, stable manner. Loans increased by 1.1 million last year from 177 million to 178, which equates to a growth rate of 0.6% for the year. While we had hoped for a greater increase, certain areas of our lending were soft in 2019. The main area of softness in our lending was in our auto lending, but we were not the only institution that experienced this trend. Many credit unions witnessed a weakness in this sector, and United Texas decreased due to a number of factors. First, we exited the indirect market a couple of years ago, and so decreases in indirect loans have been happening over the last couple of years, and this was planned for us, and so it's actually worked out very good for the credit union. Indirect loans decreased by over $7 million during last year, and so that was actually the way we had planned that. Second, new auto loans decreased due to the fact that consumers just generally were slow in new auto purchases. A couple of things were due to that. A lot of it was the increase in new vehicles, the overall reliability of older vehicles, and the fact that the price of vehicles have just gotten really to a point where it's a little bit prohibitive to buy new cars. So while we experienced these decreases, we did see some increases in some very vital areas. Home equity lending increased by 10%, from 32 million to 42 million. So we're very excited to see home equity lending continue to increase. Residential construction loans increased from 2 million to 6.5 million, so that was a 300% increase in that area, so we're very excited about that also. And then also member business lending increased 46%, so that's an area that we've really put a new focus on too. Got great staff in there, so we're really excited about how member business lending is starting to take off. All these areas of lending are made up of excellently underwritten loans with acceptable effective yields, so management plans to continue to build these areas of lending and to build net income to strengthen the credit union's capital base. The credit union's newly organized mortgage department continues to grow and to serve our members, and while most of the loans we originate are sold in the secondary market, we now have an in-house product that better serves our member, and this product also has excellent growth potential. Now, we consistently strive to generate enough income to pay competitive dividends while simultaneously growing a base of capital to fortify the credit union against unanticipated events. Since 2014, the credit union has been on a sustained path of profitability. 2019 continued on this trajectory of success by producing over $1 million in net income. This equates to a return on assets of 0.41%, which is a measure of how well the credit union is using its assets to generate revenue. Your credit union continues to be above peer in its earning capacity, and we look for that to continue this year also. Consistent positive income, which builds the members' capital base, allows the organization to grow assets in a nice, balanced manner. Now, there are numerous factors that contribute to the credit union's excellent record of profitability. The time doesn't allow me to fully delve into the details. But to succinctly highlight the factors, profitability is simply a function of higher revenues and expenses. And the credit union has been very successful at maximizing revenues while being miserly with expenses. To illustrate this, revenues continue to increase even in a lower interest rate
while the credit union's expense structure is now $1 million a year less than it was a decade ago. So we are confident by focusing on the members' needs while vigilantly focusing on the financial details, we are positioning the organization to continue to produce outstanding net income for many years to come. Management strives to always continue to improve our service and added convenience for our members. So providing low-cost loans to our members continues to be our primary objective. As you know, COVID-19 has presented a lot of challenges for every business, and the credit union is no exception. COVID-19 has increased member relationships obstacles. Management remains creative in our desire to provide great member service. Since in-person encounters must be minimized, we recently created a standalone eBranch lending service. And eBranch is fully functional lending department completely dedicated to providing loan products for our members in a totally digital platform. In just a few months since its inception, this has been a great success. Credit Union recently opened a new facility at Braun in 1604. We moved from a leased space inside the Loop to a beautiful new facility just outside the Loop on 1604 and Braun Avenue. The new building is an awesome example of modern architecture which provides an eye-popping experience. I encourage you to get out, take a look at that branch, take a tour of it. I think you're going to love it, especially go at night sometime and look at the lights. It's really a fantastic building. So while the financial performance and operating improvements of the credit union are the foundation of success, I want to talk a little bit about the credit union's response to the COVID-19 crisis and our plans to returning to normal operations. As a regulatory designated essential employer, the board and management understands our vital role in keeping our members' financial affairs functioning and the economy moving. While many businesses were shuttered, the credit union continued to serve our members and ensure that payment processes were operational. While lobby access and in-person interactions has been curtailed, the credit union has maintained mostly normal operating functions throughout this emergency. We hope to be back to normal as soon as possible, but until that time, we will continue to serve our members in the safest and most convenient manner possible. The pandemic environment has presented various challenges to maintaining high asset quality. And while management's primary goal is to protect the long-term viability of the institution, we understand that we're here to help our members also and to make sure that they're able to navigate these uncertain financial times. Sudden economic downturns such as this one affect large numbers of members, but each in different ways. Because the effects of this pandemic have varied across society, the credit union has taken a case-by-case approach to helping our members. And we believe that reviewing every situation on its own merits, we can better help those members that need help while protecting the credit union. Due to this focused approach, asset quality remains high, unnecessarily losses have been avoided, and the credit union is actually on the path to a record-setting year of profitability. 2020 has been like no other year, and I don't mean that in a good way. From the economic decline to political unrest, this year has not produced much to smile about. Fortunately, today wasn't any better. Fortunately, United Texas continues to be a beacon of goodwill and success. We'll continue to offer affordable, convenient products to ensure that our members are successful in their financial lives. We will continue to place our members first and operate in a safe and productive manner. On behalf of the board, the supervisory committee, and the staff, we sincerely appreciate your choice of being a credit union member. We look forward to seeing you in person next year at the annual meeting. We look forward to seeing you in person at the branches when we can open. And let's just hope we all get through this and stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy. I'll be here to answer any questions of those that are here. I hereby ask for a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you that attended. We are sorry for the short notice. This obviously, as the chairman noted, this just came down. Just found out about it, and so we appreciate your understanding as the membership. And anything you do, please feel free to call me directly. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you very much.